Hello, dear students, and welcome back to another episode of the Fine Lecture Series with Cat CC Cat. So, for this episode, we're just going to continue the first part of our technical analysis discussion. And before I begin with this lecture, I just would want to say thank you uh, to all of you guys who are consistently. Uh, Let me just say, paying attention, or you are really, uh, I would want to assume, really interested with the subject because the first part of our lecture garnered so many views. I was so surprised with the number of views that the first video received. So, maraming salamat for really taking our subject seriously. So, with that, let's move on to the next part of our technical analysis lecture. But before that, let's just have a recap of what we've discussed on the first part. So far, we have discussed, siguro i-ano ko lang, let's have a recap of what we've discussed. Okay, so we actually also did a recap of what fundamental analysis is all about. We just compared the difference between fundamental and technical analysis. We've talked about the top-down analysis na tinatawag natin, the macroeconomic analysis, the industry analysis, and of course, yung company analysis. Okay? But let me just make a quick correction about this slide. Actually, nagkabaliktad. This is supposed to be quantitative analysis and this is supposed to be qualitative analysis because when we talk about qualitative analysis, we are talking more of how the firm is delivering its products and services. So, dyan papasok yung pricing, marketing, product, organizational performance, or even total quality management, risk management. So, lahat ng yan papasok sa qualitative analysis. And quantitative analysis from the word quantitative or, from the word quantity, no, yung pwede mong bilangin, pwede mong sukatin. It means yung pinag-usapan din natin na financial statement analysis techniques, no? Yung operating efficiency, no? Financial ratios, regression analysis. So, let me just correct this slide right here. Okay, so after that, we've defined what technical analysis is about, what the difference there are major differences, no? Yung fundamental and technical analysis. And then we've talked about the basic charts, no? You've learned about the line chart. We've discussed about the bar charts, okay? You've already you were able to plot and create a bar chart. And itong point and figure chart, babalikan natin yan later as I have promised. I have some corrections with regards to the discussion of point and figure chart. And then of course, yung candlestick. I'm sure dito kayo na-challenge talaga kung paano mag-plot ng candlestick chart. So by now, I'm sure kabisado nyo na yung pinagkaiba ng field candlestick, field red candlestick, hollow red candlestick, we have the black and then white candlestick. Okay, pagkabisado mo na yung apat na yon, para ka nag-drive ng manual na sasakyan. Pagka alam mo na yon, kabisadong-kabisado mo na yung tinatawag nating automatic. Okay? Kasi dito sa illustration na to, ang gamit lang is dalawang kulay, no? Red and green. So, the red candlestick means, syempre, bumaba, mas bumaba yung closing price. And then, the green signifies increase in price. Okay? But like I said, the reason bakit ko napili yung apat na klase ng candlestick is because it gives more story to the picture. Okay? So, aside from that, pinag-usapan din natin si Mr. Munehisa Homa, yung founder ng Candlestick Charts. And of course, pinag-usapan natin kung bakit bulls and bears ang ginagamit sa stock trading at bakit ito yung icon ng stock market at ng stock trading. It's because hinahalin tulad siya sa isang laro ng football. So, this is the beginning or kumbaga this is the beginning of the day. Ang goal at the end of the day is kung sino sa bull at bear ang makakapag-touchdown or sino ang magtatapos ng trading game at the end of each day. Okay? And what else? Pinag-usapan natin ano ang significance or what does it mean? Anong ibig sabihin ng variations ng uh, body, ano? Yung variation when it comes to the longer shadow or what if the shadow is the wick of the candle is short? What if it's long? No? What if mas mataas yung upper shadow? What if mas mababa? And so it means yung pinaka-activity which happened for the entire day is summarized in these different variations of candlesticks. Okay, now we move on to our part 2. As I have mentioned a while ago, no, pag-usapan natin ulit yung point and figure chart sa mabilisang discussion lamang. Okay, as compared to the line chart, okay, as compared to the bar chart and the candlestick chart, those charts are actually day-to-day charts. Ibig sabihin, in terms of timeline, no, pwede mong i-monitor yung stock prices on a daily basis. But, this is how the point and figure chart works. It is not plotted on a daily basis. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo itong ating chart dito, as you can see, it's a per month. Actually, hindi nga per month eh. Hindi siya yung daily basis, kung makikita ninyo. Alright? So, definitely, ang ibig lang sabihin nito, the point and figure chart has no definite day-to-day timeline. Kasi ang point and figure chart, dumidepende yan sa bilis at bagal ng pagtaas ng price at hindi siya dumidepende in terms of time. So what traders look into the point and figure chart is the time of the price reversals. Okay? So kailan siya tumaas ang presyo at kailan bumaba regardless of the length of time. Ang importante sa point and figure chart, you know kung kailan significantly. Okay? The term is significantly. The significant change in prices of securities regardless of the number of days. Remember kapag traders kasi pinag-uusapan short term. Kaya ang point and figure chart hindi gaanong ginagamit ng mga traders. It's because the point and figure chart is more on a long-term type of trading. Okay? Hindi siya short-term. It's really long-term. So, siguro pakita ko na lang sa inyo paano pinaplot yung point and figure chart. So, I've made an example right here. Okay, punta tayo dito sa aking Excel sheet. Okay. This is just for the sake of discussion, because point and figure chart isn't really one of the top selection of traders when it comes to technical analysis charts. So, okay lang din na mapag-usapan, at least you know how it works. Alright. So, sa point and figure chart, meron tayong tinatawag na meron tayong tinatawag na box size. So, literally, isipin natin, these are boxes. And for each box, meron siyang size. Okay? So, obviously, the interval of this is going to be our y-axis, ano? The interval of our y-axis is 5. Kung titignan nyo nga naman, ano? So, for this box size, it is composed of 5 pesos each. Okay? So, sa isang box size, meron kang 5 pesos na interval. Okay? Again, that is what you call a box size. Now, in the point and figure chart, when you see X, okay? Pag nakakakita kayo ng X, it means increase in price. Right? And then whenever you see O's, it is a decrease in price. Kaya kung titingnan natin yung chart, O's means, O's are plotted in red and X's are plotted in green. Okay? So, unlike sa bar chart, unlike sa candlestick chart, like I've mentioned on our first video, there is a body. Okay? So, dito sa point and figure chart, walang kinalaman yung body ng chart. Kasi ang mini-measure natin dito is at which point did the price reverse. Okay? Pag sinabi mong reverse, nagbago. Okay, o mas maiintindihan natin yung word na reversal later as we plot our chart. Okay? So balik tayo dito sa ating Excel sheet. So ulitin ko, X signifies increase and O signifies decrease. Alright? Okay, simulan natin dito sa, this is my previous example. Itutuloy lang natin, ano, gamit yung stock price ng, if I'm not mistaken, is this GT? Yes, GT Capital. Okay, so we are going to use this example. Okay, so if on January 2, okay, hindi pa pala ako tapos mag-explain. So each box size means 5 pesos. And usually, ina-assign niya ng mga traders or ng mga analysts. Sometimes, yung box size would be 10. Sometimes it's 15. So, it depends on the trader or analyst. But for our example, we are going to assume that the box size is 5 pesos. Right? And for the reversal, okay. Pag sinabi nating reversal, ibig sabihin, an increase, okay? An increase or decrease in price. Para magkaroon ng reversal, kailangan at least 3 boxes. So when you say 3 boxes, all right, it means 15 points. For a point and figure chart to have a reversal, kailangan meron siyang at least 15 points na pagitan. So hindi magkakaroon ng change dun sa ating column unless magkaroon ng 15 points difference. Okay. Tignan natin kung paano mangyayari to. That's why sabi ko kanina, regardless of the time, kasi meron talagang mga stocks na napakatagal mag-change ng price, hindi siya volatile. So, regardless of the time, basta ang pinag-uusapan natin dito is yung pag-change ng price. So with that being said, let's try to apply this given stock prices right here using a point and figure chart. Okay, so as you can see, for January 2, the price is at 916.2. Okay, so magpo-fall yan dun sa box size na 915. Okay, so since green naman yan, let's put an X on the 915 box size. Okay? Kasi dun siya magfo-fall, dun sa pagitan yung interval, ano? And this one is 930, so at least 14 points. So nag-increase siya up to this point. Okay? So maglagay pa rin tayo ng X right here. Okay? Kasi umabot siya ng 930.56. Okay, next, ito na yung Ito yung next price natin, 921.3. So the question is, sabi natin kanina, para magkaroon ng reversal yung ating column, ito na yung sinasabi nating column, there should be at least 3 box sizes para magkaroon ng reversal. Okay? So usually yun yung ginagamit na basis for reversal ng mga analyst. At least 3. Okay? At least 3 box sizes. So kung magbibilang tayo from here, 1, 2, and 3, papasok ba yung 921.3? No? So since hindi siya umabot sa 3 box, okay? Hindi mo pa siya masasabing magkakaroon na siya ng reversal. So it's as it is. Wala ka pang ipa-plot. You just have to simply wait for the price kung magkakaroon talaga siya ng ano tawag doon? Kumbaga parang affirmation na nagkaroon ng change in trend or kumbaga nagkaroon ng transition sa price. So in this case, January 7, from this price, 930, pumalo siya ng 912. So kung bibilangin natin yon 1, 2, 3, pasok na siya dito. Okay? So, pwede mo na siyang masabing nagkaroon na nga ng reversal in terms of price. Kaya magsisimula tayong mag-plot ng O's natin at this point. Okay? And then, dumiretso pa yung kanyang pagbaba ng price. So, hanggang 890.28. So, we're just going to simply put O's hanggang 890. So, as you can see, we've skipped one day, ano? Nag-skip tayo ng January 4 because hindi pasok dun sa 3 box size natin na rule, yung 921. So, we had to wait for additional day, which is yung January 7, which means talagang confirmed. Okay? Nagkaroon ng confirmation of reversal in terms of price. Okay? Now, for this part right here, no? From 890, nag-increase siya to 933. So, hindi ko na kailangan pambilangin ano, kung nagkaroon ba ng at least 3 box sizes in terms of increase. Kasi, pumalo siya ng 933. So, nandito siya actually, ano, bumalik siya dito sa 933x. Okay? Diyan po siya. Alright. So, from there, 933, umakyat hanggang 944. Alright. So, dito siya. Okay. And then, from there, bumaba na naman to 924. But the question is, no, sapat ba? Of course, hindi. And 924, sorry, no? From 944 to 920, 944 to 924. Dito na siya. Okay? So, pwede kasi saktong tatlo. So, in short, babalik yung O's natin dito. Very volatile yung price ng GT Capital as we've also seen dun sa ating candlestick chart. And then from here, 924 to 929. Ito for sure walang reversal to. No? And then 916. Okay, dito siya. Okay, 916. Bumaba pa rin. Okay. And then after 916, 932. From 916, okay, to 932 bilang tayo kung meron siyang tatlong box ha. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, hindi pa siya papasok na nga pala siya, no? Kasi dito siya sa 935. So, pwede. So, 1, 2, 3. Tapos, dito siya. Okay. So, pwede. So, X, 932. And then, 942. Dito. Okay. And then, 942. Okay. Sagad na natin ng 972. So, dito siya papasok. Sa box ng 975. Right. Okay. So, ganun ang point and figure chart. Alright. So, ganun lang kasimple. Ang pinagkaiba lang niya sa ibang charts is that it discounts the the day-to-day plotting. So dito, regardless of the time, ang pinag-uusapan lang natin is the change in the prices. Okay? Kung kailan, pwede mong sabihin ditong, kunwari ito, nagkaroon ng price changes from January 2 to January 3. And then this one is from January 4 to ano ba yung pinakamababa? 890 to January 8. So, hindi siya day to day. For some companies, pwede pa ngang every month kasi hindi ganun ka-volatile yung kanilang stock price. So, again, that's how point and figure chart works. It's not for a short-term trading period. It's more on a longer period of trading. Okay, now let's move on to another topic, which is the candlestick patterns. Okay, now that you know how to create your own candlesticks, you know how to do one using the Excel sheet, you know how to plot using manual na pagpa-plot ng candlestick. I'm sure as you were doing it, or as you were doing the activity, you were just probably seeing a trend, no? Merong pattern yung kumbaga yung galaw ng candlestick. But with this patterns that you're seeing in front of you right now, no? Merong ito yung mga commonly observable na mga candlestick patterns, which for traders would mean it's a signal. Ibig sabihin ng signal, it's going to be the start of reversal of prices. Ano? It's a bullish signal or it's a bearish signal. Ibig sabihin, pag nakita mo na magkasunod or ganito na yung nagiging pattern ng candlestick, asahan mo na in the next coming days, okay? In the next coming weeks, there's going to be an expected reversal. Because ang assumption sa technical analysis is history tends to repeat itself, right? Okay. So, we are discussing this for the sake of probably for your public knowledge. Ibig sabihin, in the future, if you would be really interested when it comes to technical analysis and trading, makikita nyo rin to as you enrich yourselves dun pa sa mga courses. Kasi meron pa rin mga specialization courses for technical analysis, and you would see all of this again. So ito, ano lang, introduction of the concepts. Okay? So ito, ang tawag dito is bullish engulfing. Kung makikita ninyo, no, this is a red candlestick na ano na siya, ibig sabihin na overtake siya ng isang malaking white candlestick. Kumbaga, yun ang counterpart nitong green candlestick na to. It's a white candlestick. Ibig sabihin, totally na cover yung body ng red candlestick from the high of the day to the low of the day. And then the next candlestick would be a long candlestick na kung saan na overshadow niya na yung red candlestick. So, ibig lang sabihin nito, it's a bullish signal that the prices would be increasing in the next candlestick projections. Okay? Next naman is the counterpart of bullish engulfing. It's called the bearish engulfing. So, nagkaroon ng after a white candlestick or a green candlestick, yung nagkaroon ng change of momentum. Sabi nga niya, no? So, bearish pattern where there is a lot of momentum in favor of the price falling. So, it doesn't necessarily mean that when the prices are falling, ibig sabihin, ano to, the traders are in trouble. Sa totoo lang, yung mga traders, sila yung mga tinatawag nating mga balimbing. Kung saan ang biyaya, dun sila. Because traders are actually looking for, uh, kumbaga, nagtitake advantage sila on every side of the coin. So, hindi lang sila one-sided. Dun sila sa two sides palagi. It's either you win or you lose. Pero definitely, they are just taking advantage of the prices falling and the prices increasing. Regardless of these circumstances, if the traders would know when to buy and when to sell, magkakaroon pa rin sila ng profit. Okay? So, there is no such thing as there's no such thing as okay lang na tumataas at okay lang ang bumababa. Basta importante sa kanila, they know how to time the market. Okay? So much of that. Next is we have the harami. Okay? Anong pinagkaiba niya dun sa bullish engulfing? This time, nauuna yung green, nauuna yung bullish. Okay. Nalito na naman ako. Nauuna yung bullish candle kesa sa bearish candle. Siguro ganun na lang from, at this point, ganun na lang, bullish and bearish candle na lang. Okay? So, neutral pattern where price is being pushed into a tighter range and will break out soon. Later, malalaman nyo kung anong ibig sabihin ng term na breakout. Okay? And then, next is the dark cloud cover. Kasi natakpan ng bearish candle yung mahaba. As you can see, this is a long bullish candlestick. So, natakpan niya ng buong-buo, no, na overtake. But then again, kung magtatanong kayo, ma'am, bakit red candlestick to? Mas mataas naman. Ibig sabihin, nandito yung closing price. Remember, pagka red yung candlestick, yung closing price nasa baba. So, that's why red candlestick pa rin to na na-overtake. So, the reverse candlestick pattern of dark cloud cover is the rising sun. Okay? So, after magkaroon ng, kumbaga nagkaroon ng reversal, this candlestick, this bearish candlestick was overtaken by a bullish candlestick. Okay? Remember, ang closing price ng isang bullish candlestick is dito sa taas. Okay? So, na overshadow lang. So, sabi, it looked like it was going to continue to go down and then suddenly it moved up. That's why it's called a rising sun. And then we have here two lows, high close. Patterns could be bullish or bearish depending on context. And then we also have two highs, low, close. Kasi kung makikita ninyo ito, no? Ito yung low, ito yung two highs, magkadikit na magkadikit, same na same. But then again, of course, if it's a red candlestick, it's a different story. But then again, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, na nagkapantay sila in terms of the highest, the highs and lows, the high and close. Okay? And then, we have the hammer or pin. So, ang tawag dito is hammer. Okay? Ang tawag dito ay pin. Kapag ganito, hammer. Pagka ganito, pin. Okay? Signals a reversal when the wick sticks out way past the surrounding prices. Okay? So, again, these are all indicators. Ibig sabihin, parang signs lang to ng mga technical analysts that a reversal of prices is going to happen. So, kumbaga sa doktor, kung meron ka ng mga symptoms, yun na yun. Sa mga technical analysts, they just simply have to look at these different indicators to know whether reversals are possible within the next trading period. Okay, and then we have what we call a doji. So this is a neutral pattern which could have different meanings based on context. I'm sure meron na kayong na-encounter na doji. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Wala siyang body. So same yung opening and closing price. nagkaroon lang ng nagkaroon lang ng high of the day, low of the day, pero at the end of the trading game, walang nanalo sa kanila kasi same lang yung opening and closing price. Okay, so napakarami pa kung titingin kayo sa internet. There are so many other candlestick patterns that you could see, no? But there are also mga common. Kung makikita ninyo itong bearish engulfing, it's really one of the most commonly used candlestick patterns, no? Meron pang bearish tweezers, bullish tweezers, okay, doji. So kung makikita nyo, hindi lang iisang itsura ng doji. Ito, wala siyang high of the day and low of the day. Meron lang siya, hindi pala, wala. Yung high of the day, low of the day, opening and closing price are all the same. Linya lang siya. Then we have this long T-shaped stick, and then we have this parang pin, okay? Hindi pala, ito yung hammer pala, no? So, reverse T. And then we have yung cross shape. Tapos meron pang mga cross shape na maiksi lang yung kanilang shadow. So, iba rin ang itsura nun. And then, we also have what we call the spinning tops kasi pantay halos yung kanilang wick, no? Yung low of the day and high of the day halos parehas ng size, and then maliit yung kanilang tawag dito, real body. Right? Ano pa? Ito, 3 black crows. You would see, if meron kayong makikita ganito, sabi niya, after uptrend, magkakaroon ng sunod-sunod na red candlestick. So, we call them the 3 black crows. Then, we also have the 3 white soldiers. Okay? So, after downtrend, magkakaroon naman ng uptrend na magkakasunod-sunod na bullish candlestick. Then, we also have 3 inside up. So, after downtrend, magkakaroon ng dalawang bullish candlestick. And then, we also have yung morning star na tinatawag. Kung merong evening star, merong morning star. Pinagkaiba lang nito yung whether it's going to be a bullish signal or a bearish signal. Okay, so napakarami. Just look at it online. So habang tumitingin kayo ng mga candlestick formations, probably you would also encounter this patterns. Okay? Ito pa daw, okay? Ito daw yung commonly or it's 10 price action candlestick patterns that you should know. Okay, ito yung kanina na nabanggit na to, no, yung doju. This one is yung Marubozu. Kung mapapansin nyo, wala silang high of the day, wala silang low of the day. It's just purely the opening and closing price. So kung ano yung highest of the day and the lowest of the day, same with the opening and closing price. So you call that a Marubozu candlestick. And then yung harami, kanina na pag-usapan na natin kapag ka na-overtake nung it's either a bullish or bearish candlestick na overcome yung or as in talaga na cover niya yung body nung next candlestick. So we call that as a harami. Then we have engulfing and then piercing line. Napakarami nito. Hammer, inverted hammer. Ito, hammer ang tawag dito, inverted hammer. Morning star. Okay. And then, ito kasi from the downtrend, biglang uptrend na kasi, no? Ang tawag dyan, morning star. And then, 3 white soldiers, and then hikake. So, kung mapapansin nyo, halos mga Japanese terms din yung ginagamit because this candlestick chart really came from Japan. Okay. Now, for the price and volume, I think I've already mentioned this on the first video that trends are being confirmed by the volume. Ibig sabihin, if the volume is above average, it only means that the trends or the reversal are confirmed. Para masabi mong valid yung mga reversal of prices, you have to make sure that the volume is significantly higher than the usual when the price reversal happens. So, mas significant yung price movements kapag ka above average yung volume. Okay, now this is what we call a trend. So, this one is very obvious. This is an uptrend. Okay, so pag sinabi mong trend, this is a general direction of your stock. Okay, so meron tayong uptrend, meron tayong downtrend, and then there are higher highs and higher lows. Okay? Ano pa ba? So this is your higher highs and those are your higher lows. And sometimes trends are very difficult to see. Okay? So ang mga trend line, mamaya papakita ko kung paano ginagawa ng mga analyst yung trend lines. But they just simply put a line and it represents the overall trend. So upward trend line connecting the lows represents support. Mamaya pag-uusapan natin ano ba yung support. And channels, lalagyan mo lang ng dalawang linya. Channel na ang tawag doon. So these are two parallel trend lines that act as areas of support and resistance. So any break through the channel is a break of the trend. So otherwise, the price should stay in range. So the traders use these trend lines to confirm changes or breakouts in the prices. So as long as the price are within the range, na predetermined range, there are no signals of buying and selling. At least, within that range. Okay, now let's move on to the support and resistance line. Ito yung pinag-uusapan. It's just a continuation of this channel, para mas maintindihan natin. Okay, so as I have mentioned a while ago, now yung support and resistance lines is just the continuation of what we know so far about channels. Okay, ito. But this time, let's make a deeper understanding of what support and resistance lines are and why is it so important for traders. Okay, so as we have mentioned in our candlestick discussion, okay, there are two main characters, the buyers and the sellers. The buyers are expecting that the prices will go down, and the sellers are expecting that the prices will go up. Okay, so the buyers are pushing the prices down while the sellers are pushing the prices up. Okay, so ang support line means it's a support for traders who are actually buying. Siyempre, pagka bumili ka, you would want it to be at the cheapest price. Siyempre, hindi ka naman bibili ng mahal. That's why buyers are really pushing the prices down. Okay? So, the support line here is the point at which the prices falls at the lowest. Kumbaga, this is plotting or setting a line at which points out or pins down to the lowest prices that the buyers can drag the specific security. So, ibig sabihin, kung nakikita nyo, these are three confirmations that this is really the lowest price that the buyers can push the price. So, ibig sabihin, once confirm siya dito sa support level, no, at this point, dapat ito lang, at this point ka lang dapat bibili. Okay? So, you have to trade within this support line or else, no, it's gonna be, magkakaroon ng reversal of prices. Okay? So, the support is, sabi niya, the price at which buyers are greater than sellers consistently Okay, the word here is consistently. Kailangan hindi lang siya isang beses mangyari. Kaya kikita nyo, tatlo yung arrows natin dito. According to the explanation, no, buyers who missed out on the first dip will be pressured to buy if price continues to respect the support. Okay? Hindi lang isang beses. You have to confirm that before you finally decide, okay, I am going to buy at this particular price. Okay, there is an example right here, no? As you can see, okay, so this is an example of an Amazon support line. Okay, uh, the first drip of the price at this point, no? This one, at least, ito yung support line niya is at 60. Okay, 60. Sige, this is at ano pa eh, March 2000 pa to eh. Let's see magkano na ba ang Amazon stock at the moment. Alright, so 20 years ago, no? 20 years ago, Amazon was only selling at, 60 or lower than that. And right now, it's valued at $3,000 per share. Grabe, what 20 years have done for Amazon. And the founder, Jeff Bezos, is uh, the richest person in the world right now, with billions, actually trillions of dollars na yung kanyang worth. But anyway, so for the sake of example lang, so this is a $60 para lang makita nyo yung significance ng support line. Okay, at first, nung October, nung first time niya ma-reach yung $60 price. So dati siyang resistance, nag-breakout lang. So mamaya malalaman natin ano yung resistance naman. So nag-una siyang pumalo ng 60 actually nung dito September. Okay, and then pumalo siya ulit ng 60 comes near October. And then comes November, bumalik ulit siya ng 60. Okay? And then comes February on the next year, alright, pumalo pa rin siya ulit ng 60. So as you can see, hindi siya bumababa dito sa support line. So sabi niya, Amazon stops tanking at $60, not a coincidence. Okay? Kasi nga, ang sinasabi sa technical analysis is that history tends to repeat itself. So by this time, no, hindi coincidence na pumalo siya ng 60. Because based on the historical stock price, ito na yung point at which the stock can go lowest, no, 60. Okay. How about this one? Google naman to. Okay. Alright. Okay. So again, this is the support line, no? It's at 452. The support line is at 452. But the question is, Google skyrockets from awesome earnings, but should I buy it? Okay. What should I buy it? Dito. Okay. 510. Man, I should have bought Google at 452. Okay. So 450, tinatanong mo kasi, again, the purpose of technical analysis is really timing the market perfectly, but there's no such thing as perfect. So it's the traders call. Kumbaga, ang magde-decide talaga dito yung mga traders eh. When would you know if it's the right time to buy, or when would be the right time if it's the right time to sell, ano? Using the support line, you can confirm whether, no, babalik pa ba at 452 using the support line. Babalik pa kaya ng 452? Nako, ang tagal ko na naghihintay, no? It's been an entire month. It's been an entire month, umakyat na siya ng 510. Oh my gosh, it got more expensive. So the question is, should I wait? Or should I buy it already at 510, or baka mag-i-increase na siya? So, ibig sabihin, using the support line, you have to affirm kung babalik pa siya ng 452, ibig sabihin you have to wait. You have to hold. hold ka muna. Let's just wait kung babalik pa siya ng 452. So, hindi na pala surprisingly. Coincidentally, by end of December, pumalo nga siya ulit back to 452. So, okay, I'm not gonna miss out again. So, I buy at 452. So, by the next month, no, comes January, okay, eto na yung sinasabi, no, dollar sign. Kasi from 452, umakyat na siya to 510 ulit na confirm yung increase and then pagbaba and then increase ulit. And then as you can see, no, ano ulit tawag dito, naulit yung history na babalik talaga siya ng 452. But as you can see from the 452, biglang nagkaroon ng breakout. Ibig sabihin, nabasag yung support line mo na 452, bumaba pa siya to at least, siguro nasa 438 ito. No? So sabi niya, supports can also break down. But the point here is, if you are a trader, if you are an investor, and you would want to know when is the perfect time to come inside the market. So the first thing that you have to do is look at your support line. O, di ba? Ang galing. Ganun pala yun. Kaya kung makikita ninyo yung mga stock charts ninyo, yung candlestick chart ninyo, pansinin ninyo, meron talagang araw, meron talagang mga weeks na kung saan merong mga common prices na yes, tataas siya pero babalik din siya dun sa kanyang common price. So, yung tawag pala dun ay support line. Okay? So, easy money, from 452, bumalik na ng 510. Yung difference nun, if you would want to sell at this point, pwede na, no? Pwede na. Kikita ka na rin, no? As a trader. Alright? Next is support breakdown. So, what happens kapag nagkaroon na daw ng support breakdowns? So, sell if support breakdowns. Sell if the support breaks down because it signifies that buyers no longer overpower sellers. So, breakdowns are actually a bearish sell signal. Okay? Kasi nga naman, if 452 mo siya nabili, di ba? If 452 mo siya nabili, you would want to sell that at 452 because you are already anticipating na magkakaroon na ng reversal of prices. But then again, guys, mas importante pa rin mag-base ng decision on fundamentals rather than just focusing solely, as in magfo-focus ka lang sa price. You also have to confirm these changes based on fundamental analysis. Okay? Lalo na pag alam mo, humihina lalo na kung cyclical yung stock na yan, or kumbaga, may mga factors economically na pwedeng maka-apekto dun sa stock price nung firm. So that would be very helpful for technical analysis. Kumbaga, always support your decisions with fundamental analysis. Okay? So, again, if nagkaroon ng breakdown sa support or breakout sa support line, it's a bearish sell signal. Syempre, kung pababa na yung presyo, nabili mo siya at 452, oh my gosh, at ang pababa na siya to 320, 330, ibenta mo na kasi nabili mo siya ng mas mahal, nabili mo siya at a higher price, yung value niya right now is napakababa, pwede ka na makipag-bargain. Okay? So that's how traders make money out of trading stocks. Okay? So yan, you should have sold here at the breakdown bago pa magtuloy-tuloy yung decrease. Ayan o. Okay. Next is the resistance line. Okay? So this, kung kanina, the buyers overwhelm the sellers this time. The price at which the sellers, again, this is the price at which the sellers overwhelm buyers, again, consistently. So, hindi pwedeng isang beses lang mangyari. Kailangan meron siyang at least 3 3 or 4 instances na papalo talaga siya dun sa presyo na yun. Okay? So when a stock makes a new high and then retraces, sellers who missed out at the previous peak will feel pressured to sell when price climbs back to that level. Okay? So as you can see, this is our support and this is going to be our resistance line. So resistance line is for the seller, the support line is for the buyer. So having a resistance line is a confirmation of a sell signal. Okay, so sabi niya, should I sell? Dito na ba talaga ako magbebenta? Okay? Ang tanong kasi, dito na ba? At 4:38 na ba ako magbebenta? Sabi niya, oh man, I should have sold when it was 138, no? Kasi pumalo siya ng 128. Sana pa binenta ko na. So you just have to simply wait. Chill ka lang. Steady ka lang kasi papanik pa yan, 'di ba? Okay, so finally, pag bumalik siya ng 138, it's a confirmation, ibenta mo na because uh, uh, kapag ka pumalo na siya at 138, yan yung pinakasagad niya kasi yan na nga yung resistance line. So again, the point is you have to make sure it's a consistent price at which the sellers overwhelm or ito yung na push na itodong push ng mga sellers for that particular stock. Okay? So, breakouts naman tayo sa resistance. So, when price breaks out above resistance, it becomes a new support level. So, kumbaga, para lang siyang, parang gulong ng palad. Pagka nagkaroon ng breakout ang resistance, it's a what? It's a sell signal. Okay? Benta mo na yan. But, pag nagkaroon ng breakout sa resistance, anong sabi? It's a buy signal or it's a bullish buy signal. Right? So, resistance breakout, this one, sabi niya, the resistance becomes the new support kasi nag-continuous na yung pag-increase ng prices natin at this point. Okay. So, magkakaroon bilang ikaw ay isang trader, no? You just simply have to get a new a new support line. And then of course, syempre magpa-plot ka ng bagong resistance line. So, bagong support and then bagong resistance. All right, that's very interesting to know, right? So, that's how important resistance and support lines are. Okay. Alright. Meron pa ba? Okay, pinapakita lang yung Ito, pinapakita lang yung kung titingnan natin, Ayan, tapos biglang nagkaroon ng breakout dito. Yun. 'Di ba? Again, if it's kapag nagkaroon ng breakout sa resistance line, it's a tama. It's a buying indicator. Okay. Ayun, from this one to this one. Ang layo, So, pinapakita lang yung increase sa price. Alright, so this is the old resistance line and this is going to be the new trend. That's a bullish signal. And then this one is another breakout. Okay, so that's how traders connect the dots. Okay, so sometimes hindi naman siya monthly. Sometimes it takes 3 months. Sometimes it takes 6 months to create another support and resistance lines. So it depends upon the change of prices talaga, yung action, right? Sometimes it takes 1 month lang or weeks, but in this case, it's a monthly basis. Okay, now we move to our final subtopic for part 2 of technical analysis, which are the important chart patterns. Okay. Now that you understand the support and the resistance line, I think mas ma-appreciate nyo na itong mga chart patterns. So, yung kung kanina, yung mga candlestick pattern, they are just specifically for candlesticks. No? But this time, these are bigger chart patterns. Okay? So, umpisahan natin with the ascending triangle. With this chart patterns, these are just indicators of when to buy or sell stocks. Again, if you know how the resistance and the support line works, you know that when there is a breakout, okay, pagka nagkakaroon ng breakout, ibig sabihin, it's time to sell and it's time to buy. Kasi at this point, you would want to take advantage of the low price because eventually the prices will go up. Okay? So, ito yung support. Ito yung ating channel. Okay? This is our channel and this is our support and this is our resistance line. Okay? So, therefore, this ascending triangle, pagka nakakita na ng ganitong pattern, ganitong stock pattern, or chart pattern yung ating mga analyst, ibig sabihin they know that the trading would be in this direction. So, trade in the direction of the breakout, sabi niya, no? So, if there is an ascending triangle, you would know based on this height, no? Based on this height of the candle, magkakaroon ng tinatawag nating triangle shape. Okay? It's an indicator. You have to trade in this direction of the breakout. So, ano yung ibig sabihin ng trade dito? You have to buy. So, this is a buying indicator. So, itong naka-highlight na to, you would know as a trader, you should buy at this certain point of the breakout because this is perceived to become the new resistance and this is perceived to become the new support and the new resistance line. So before that happens, unahan mo na. This is a good indicator. You go buy that stock. So meron naman tayong descending triangle. Okay? So for the descending triangle, again, meron kasing mga projection of, ito kasing height na to, is certain points. Okay? Parang dun sa ating point and figure chart, once na break nagkaroon ng price reversal within a given point na sineset ng mga traders, you know that there is going to be somehow a breakout. Okay? So, yung breakout dito is breakout of the resistance line. So, this is a what? This is a selling indicator. No? Benta ka na dito. Stop loss above breakout level. Ibenta mo na right here because that's already signals profit. So, there is also what we call the symmetrical triangle. Bakit siya symmetrical? Same yung height, price projection is the height of the triangle. Okay, trade in the direction of the breakout right here. So ito yung ating support, no? Ito kasi yung support yung red. And then nagkakaroon ng breakout. So nagkaroon ng breakout, ito na yung bago. Alright? So, sabi niya, trade in the direction of the breakout. Then, we also have what we call the flags and pennants. Okay? Again, let me just reiterate. The reason kung bakit ginagamit ito ng mga traders is they believe that history tends to repeat itself. So, these are just indicators whether it's a good time to buy or it's a good time to sell. So, definitely, when there are pennants, there are flags. These are indicator of price increase or bullish signals. Then we also have wedge. Okay. Ano pa ba? Double bottom. Okay. So makikita nyo, no, stop loss below breakout level. Uh, Trade in the direction of the breakout. Again, these are signs. No? Ibig sabihin, nakikita mo na may mga symptoms na. Sundan mo na lang. Okay. Maganda naman sa mga analyst, aside from, of course, they formulate their own theories in the market, hindi naman nila pagsasabi lahat. But these are good, these are good, kumbaga for beginners talaga, na, syempre, pag sa katagalan na you're doing it every day, you can formulate your own patterns. But these are commonly used uh, patterns for traders who are just starting in the industry. Okay? So again, these are just indicators. Andyan na, susundan mo na lang eh. Then we also have double top. Okay? So if we have double bottom, we have double top. Head and shoulder. Okay? So ito yung head at mukha namang shoulder ito. But of course, you're just using this resistance line right here. Okay, so those are breakouts, breakouts. Rounding bottom, it looks like this. Okay, cup and handle, pinagkaiba rounding bottom but meron siyang handle. Okay, so I think that's the most commonly observable chart patterns that you can see online as well, because I also used online resources for this lecture. But before coming up to the final slides, ni-review ko muna lahat, and these are all the commonly shown patterns na nakita ko rin online. Kaya ito yung napili ko. Okay? And lastly, meron pa palang isa, no? Moving averages, these are just siguro for the sake of terminology. When we say moving average, it's either 50-day or 200-day. Makikita nyo rin to sa website ng ph.investing. It's usually a 50-day or 200-day. Minsan sa Pilipinas, 220 to or something like that. Pero lagpas ng 200. Ibig sabihin, these are the changes in prices in an average of 50-day and 200 days. Okay? Makikita mo lang yan as a line chart. Pinaplot lang yan. And usually, yan yung ginagamit na basis for support or resistance. So, using a 50-day or 200-day. So, ibig sabihin, if within 50 days or 200 days, hindi siya nag-change, nandun lang siya sa within that range. So, it's the basis of traders for support or resistance. So, average of 50 or 200 days. So, just to end my discussion for the second part of our technical analysis. So, these are just some of the free technical analysis software. Hindi naman software, no? Because these are online materials that can be used without any payment. But of course, para magamit mo ng buo yung functions nitong mga apps nila, you have to pay for a subscription. But definitely, you can look at the prices at for free, ano? So, kung titingnan natin, this one is Ayala Corporation, ano? As I have mentioned kanina, volumes really, they confirm trends. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo dito, the part where so much of the volume, above average volume, dun nagkakaroon ng price increase. So this is the part where there is a lot of selling going on. Ayan, no? Makikita ninyo, umabot ng, I think this is at least 4 million in terms of trade. 4.3, I think this is not just in thousands, no? This is in millions. Okay? So, same happened in June, no? Nung tumataas na yung pataas na yung trend after the pandemic. Ito yung nangyari at March, no? Talagang bumaba, nag-suffer talaga yung stock price. And you cannot affirm this trend simply because tignan niyo yung volume. Napaka-konti lang ng volume for this price drop. So para again, ma-confirm yung change in price, you have to look at the volume. So siguro at this point in June, kailangan nang kailangan mag-rescue nung firm. Kailangan niya bumili ng sarili niyang stocks para lang mag-increase ulit yung value or yung price ng, kumbaga ano na lang to nag-inject na lang ng additional investments. That's why nag-increase ulit from at this point. Okay, so maraming reason kung bakit umabot siya ng, it was, kung titingnan natin, no, 8.18. Now, at June, umakyat siya ng at least 15.9. And then, it continued to soar at least 16.14. But here, on October, nag-increase ulit yung volume ng trade and at least napaakyat nila ng steady 15. Ngayon, apparently, nasa 15.8 ulit siya. Okay, so this is tradingview.com. This is just one of the many online, kumbaga, it can really be used as one way of doing technical analysis for your stocks. Actually, no, pwede ka nga gumawa ng dito, trend lines. Ayan, apparently hindi mo siya pwedeng gamit lahat kasi nga may bayad. Pero itong trend line, pwede naman, you can always, put drawings and then pwede mong burahin. It's up to you. No? And then take a picture of it, publish or take a picture. So, pwede mong gawin yon. You can do your own support and resistance line if you want. Yan. Pinapakita ko lang, isa yan sa mga pwede mong gawin dito. Although napakarami, there is so much to discover about these websites. No? Very generous to share with us for free. As you can see, meron pa nga dito mga Pitchfork, Chef Pitchfork. This is for the advanced, for advanced technical analysts, no? Hindi pa tayo umaabot sa ganyang level. Alright? Ano pa ba to? 3 drives pattern, cipher pattern, ABCD pattern, napakarami. Sa totoo lang, no, itong technical analysis is one entire course. If you're really interested to learn more about it, masyado pang malalim at diverse yung technical analysis. What we're just trying to discuss is an overview, an introduction lecture. So if in case in the future you would be really interested to do technical analysis, charting, no, you could do so. At least this is one, it's a good introduction for everyone. Ako din actually, isa to sa mga gusto ko pang ma-specialize in the future so I can teach the subject more effectively pa. Okay, aside from TradingView, you could also use Market Screener. This one is mas maganda siya in terms of kasi ito yung sa TradingView kailangan mong bayaran yung candlestick, more online chart lang kasi to. Yun lang ang pinagkaiba niya dito sa Market Screener. But sa Market Screener, as you can see, they're using a candlestick chart. So, pwede mo siyang i-zoom in per day or pwede mo siyang gawing monthly. You can see also, they have already provided yung support and resistance line nila. Even the trends are also here. Ayan, naka-indicate na lahat. Mas comprehensive itong market screener as compared kay trading view. Pwede ka rin gumawa ng mga lines here if you want. You could also draw your own lines. Meron ding iba-ibang, ang tawag dito, GAN pwede kang gumawa ng channel, yung mga pitchfork. So, it's also here. And it's also for free. So, if you would want to learn more about charting, yung real time, no? Pwede nyong pag-practicean itong mga uh, tawag dito, mga websites na ito, and therefore free. All right, so that's it for our episode for this topic. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. So again, maraming salamat. I hope this ignited your interest when it comes to stock investing, and more specifically with stock trading and technical analysis. Maraming salamat for finishing this video, and good luck on your exercises.